You get paid $60,000 a year, but your paycheck doesn't look anything like 60,000 divided by 26. A big chunk disappears before the money even hits your bank account, and most people have only a vague idea of where it all goes. Understanding your pay stub isn't just satisfying, it's actually useful. Because some of those deductions you can influence, and knowing how they work is the first step to keeping more of your own money. Let's walk through a real Canadian pay stub line by line. Your pay stub starts with two key numbers. Gross pay is what you actually earned, your salary or hourly wages before any deductions. If you earn $60,000 per year and are paid bi-weekly, your gross pay per check is $2,307. Net pay is what hits your bank account after everything is taken off. For a $60,000 salary in Ontario, your net bi-weekly paycheck is typically somewhere around $1,700 to $1,800, meaning roughly $500 or more per check is being deducted before you see a cent. That gap between gross and net is what we're unpacking today. There are three mandatory deductions on every Canadian employee's pay stub. Federal and provincial income tax. This is the biggest deduction for most people. Your employer estimates your annual tax bill based on your salary and withholds a portion each pay period so you don't owe a lump sum at tax time. The amount depends on your income, your province, and any tax credits or RRSP contributions you've claimed. As mentioned in a previous video, RRSP contributions directly reduce the income your employer uses to calculate this withholding, meaning if you're contributing to an RRSP through payroll, your income tax deduction is already lower than it would otherwise be. CPP contributions. As mentioned in a previous video, you contribute 5.95% of your eligible earnings to the Canada Pension Plan every paycheck, up to the annual maximum. In 2024, the maximum employee contribution is about $3,867 for the year, roughly $149 per biweekly pay period at maximum contribution. Your employer matches this amount dollar for dollar. EI premiums. Employment insurance premiums are deducted at 1.66% of your insurable earnings, up to a maximum of about $1,049 per year in 2024. In exchange, you're entitled to EI benefits if you lose your job, go on parental leave, or experience certain other qualifying life events. Your employer pays 1.4 times your premium on top of that. Beyond the mandatory three, your pay stub might show additional deductions depending on your employer. Group benefits. Premiums for employer-provided health, dental, and life insurance are often partially or fully deducted from your paycheck. The employer usually covers a portion. This is part of your total compensation, even if it doesn't show up in your take-home pay. Employer RRSP matching. If your employer offers group RRSP matching, your contributions and their match may appear on your pay stub. This is, as mentioned in a previous video, one of the best deals in Canadian personal finance. Free money plus a tax deduction that reduces your income tax withholding immediately. Union dues. If you're in a union, dues come off your paycheck and are tax deductible. You claim them on your annual return. Here's the part most people miss. You can adjust how much income tax your employer withholds. If you have significant RRSP contributions, rental losses, or other deductions that your employer doesn't know about, you can file a TD1 form with your employer to reduce your income tax withholding and get more money in each paycheck instead of waiting for a refund in April. Talk to your payroll department if this applies to you. Here's your takeaway. Pull up your most recent pay stub and identify every line: gross pay, income tax, CPP, EI, benefits, any RRSP deductions. Add up what's being deducted and understand why. If you're not contributing to a group RRSP match through your employer, ask your HR department if one exists. You may be leaving free money on the table every single pay period. And if you have significant tax deductions that your employer doesn't know about, a TD1 form could put more money in your pocket every month instead of letting the government hold it interest-free until your refund. Next week, we're covering the FIRE movement in Canada, financial independence, retire early, what it actually takes to pull it off as a Canadian, and whether it's realistic for regular people or just an internet fantasy. Subscribe and I'll see you there. See you then.